So I find it really lovely when our professional colleagues reach out about hosting a student, and we know there's some early things that we can do to make sure that it's a positive experience for all the people that might be involved.
So often when our colleagues reach out, these early conversations happen via phone, occasionally via email, and if we're lucky, face-to-face on a site visit. Prior to any of these occurring, though, however, we would do some of our own background research to sort of understand a little bit about the organisation and the services they offer, and potentially the breadth and type of health professionals that they actually employ. So to help with this process, we would provide the site with information about the university program structure. So, for example, the timing of placements relative to their other academic courses, and of course, the key learning objectives or key learning outcomes for a clinical placement. I guess what we're really trying to do is get an understanding of key placement quality markers and how the site might potentially shape a clinical placement. So we might ask questions like, what does a typical patient look like within your practice? What are their client demographics? How could the caseload look? How would that fit in terms of learning opportunities? So I guess really we're really curious about how they as a team could really foster learning for our students. A way we can assist that is we might have conversations about the different models of care available, but also how supervision might look and the model of supervision they could use, and really what might be optimal for them and their environment.
So you can hear we're asking quite a few questions around quality for our placement markers and what that could look like in their environment. So I could ask them about previous experiences when supervising students. So whether this be students that have previously been within their organisation in kind of a placement model, or maybe there's team members who've previously supervised students, whether it be at this organisation or somewhere else. I ultimately want to explore the supervisor's understanding of their required student assessment. So are they aware of how assessment might occur in a certain environment? And if they're not, I want to explore if they're open to continuing professional development around this. So throughout this, I might gather the supervisor's previous professional experiences and how long they've been in the profession, if they've contacted students before, because it's something we do value.
So we'd really want the supervisor to consider the type of support that they can offer students within their professional environment. So I guess part of this process would require the potential supervisor to really reflect on their readiness to set up a placement, support a student, and of course, as Taryn alluded to before, utilise those, performance and assessment skills and capability tools that we use to assess student performance.
So a kind of a hallmark of placement is feedback, and we want potential supervisors, they need to be prepared to collect objective observations around student performance, because this will start to inform some of the feedback conversations that them and the student or students are a part of. But similarly, we want them to be open to receiving feedback from multiple placement stakeholders, so for example, us or the students. And we want them to understand the mechanics of placement, such as who are the key contacts in this situation, what are the expectations around communication, and how might the university support the students or the potential supervisors across a placement timeframe.